and then from there, just take your fingertips together and your thumbs. Place your thumbs just onto your sternum. And then from there, let's push over, yeah? Take the body over to the right side. And then go over to the left side. And again, so just getting a little bit of rotation. Over to the right. And then over to the left. Lovely. Okay, come into midline. And just place your hands down and relax. And just close your eyes. We're just going to do some breathing before we go into our exercises today. So close your eyes and we're going to do 4, 4 and 4. So breathe in for 4. Hold your breath for 4. And breathe out for 4. And again, so breathe in for 4. Hold your breath for 4. And breathe out for 4. And again, so just relax in the mind, taking the numbers through yourself, breathing in, filling the rib cage, hold your breath for 4, and exhale for 4. Okay, all right guys, let's go straight into it today. Okay, so we've done mini band on upper body yesterday, and now I'm just going to do some floor work with you on the mini band on the mat. So if you place the mini band just around the thighs, yeah? So your little mini band. Again, if you haven't got one, it doesn't matter. You may have put one on order yesterday. Only a couple of pounds, but really worth it because when we're doing these workouts over the next weeks. Okay, so I'm going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to take my arms away from me. Okay, little bit of resistance on the band. I'm going to, from this position, I'm going to go into an inhale, and I'm going to push back, yeah, into our half roll back, and then I'm going to lift back up to the top. Okay, and again, so come down into your half roll back, and then lift up, yeah, and again, so a little, so you come down into this half roll back as far as you feel comfortable. I'm just going to come around and face you. So from here, I come back, and then from there, I lift up to the top. Okay, and again, so relax in the mind with the breath. Take it back, and then lift up to the top. Let's go into a bow and arrow. So let's come back. So I'm taking my right arm behind me, and then over up to the top, and then the other side. So I'm floating back with my right elbow and then my left elbow. So I want you to look with it, yeah? Go with your elbows. You come back, and then up to the top. And again, so you're coming back and through. Ruby's coming on the video. And again, so come back with your elbow and lift to the top one more time. Back to the elbow with the elbow and lift to the top. Okay. Now from here, to make it a little bit harder, using the band, as you come back into a roll back, just lift the foot and down. Yeah, so lift the leg up. Again, if you want to, and if you don't want to, you don't have to, yeah? So I'm coming back and then lifting to the top, yeah? And again, so back. Now I'm going to add in my arms. So as I go into my opposite leg, I'm going to use my opposite arm. So I'm going to do an extension and release to center, and the other side. Extension and to center. Okay, 2 more. 1 and back, and then the other side, 2 and back. Lovely. From here, just take your hands behind you. Okay, make it a little bit harder. So we're going to go into a boat position. So I'm going to take my right leg up into a tabletop position, and then my left leg. So sideways, yeah. So I'm here, I've got my hands for support behind me, and I'm in a tabletop position, yeah. Shins in line with the knees. I'm going to tap out. So I'm going to take the foot out into frontal plane and then into tabletop, and the other side out and to back to the position. Okay, so I'm in a V position, yeah, into my V and up, and then the other side over and through. Remember, and as you're back on your hands, just really light, yeah, so you're not pushing your weight down, the work coming through the legs. Let's try both legs together. So tap out and into tabletop, tap out and into tabletop, and again out. Now if you're feeling super fit, take one arm away, yeah, lovely, open and close. So really feeling this into the hip extensors into the outside of the thigh. Place that hand down and then try it on the other side. Yeah. Open and close. And just do what you can do. Remember, you can go back to single legs if you want to, or you go into your double. Up to you. One more time. And through. Place the feet down and then lift up. Stretch away. And then bring the arms around in front of you and then come down. Okay, let's lie down on our right side. So keeping the band where it is, we're going to go into side lying. Okay, so legs, band where it is. I'm going to place my head down onto my bicep and I'm going to release my top leg away from the bottom leg. My hips are stacked on top of one another and I'm drawing the waistline away from the mat. Okay, so from there, go away over that side. And then from there, we're going to lift up and we're going to come down. Yeah, lovely. So lift up and lower. Yeah. So I'm abducting away and adducting. Yeah. And again, so remember, hips stacked on top of one another and lower. So and feeling it in, as we did when we were into our boat or on our half roll back into the side of the thigh. So you don't really need to do that many repetitions. Yeah. And again, one more time. Up and through and lower. Now lift away the top arm, so not so much stability there. And now lift the top leg. Try and come up a little bit higher if you can. Just give me another 2. 1 and lower. And then last time, breathe out and breathe in. Draw the leg all the way down and just give yourself a little rub there. Okay, going to roll over onto your back, still keeping the band where it is. I'm going to go into a shoulder bridge. So I'm coming down onto my mat. Okay, I'm in neutral position. Yeah, so I'm into neutral. And from there, my spine is nicely relaxed onto the mat. I'm not doming my tummy. I'm not tilting the pelvis. I'm into neutral. Okay, so in from that neutral position, my head and shoulders are down onto the mat, and from that position my hips are square. Okay, from the band, just a little bit of resistance on the band. I just want you to tilt the pelvis, so I'm pushing my spine down into the mat. So I'm doing an anterior tilt, yeah, and then back to neutral. And again, so it's like a little tilt under, so I'm lifting the gluteals and then back, yeah, and again. So I'm lifting up, squeeze, and back down. One more time, lift up into that tilt. Now the next one, if you feel okay, we're going to come up into a full bridge. So I'm going to tilt the pelvis, and I'm going to lift all the way up to the top. So I'm as high as I can, yeah, up to the sky. Okay, head and shoulders down, relaxed. And let the arms just stay at the side of you. Okay, now I'm going to come down vertebrae by vertebrae all the way through until I arrive back into neutral. Yeah, so a very fundamental position, basic position into your neutral position. Okay, and again, so tilt the pelvis and lift up. Remember, squeezing through the gluteals and lovely workout for the hamstrings as well. Okay, and take that down. Right, and again, this time we're going to go up and stay up. So if you can do that, tilt the pelvis, roll up and come up to the top. Okay, so hips are square. Then from here, I've got my band around my thighs. I'm going to open my thighs. So I allow my feet just to roll out, yeah, into supination. So I'm just allowing the feet to roll out as I open the knees. Opening the pelvis, open and close. Yeah, and again, open, breathe out and breathe in. Give me 2 more. Breathe out and breathe in. And as you get tired, you do tend to come a little bit lower down onto the mat. So this time, come up higher. All of us come up a bit higher. Okay, now we're going to open. I'm going to add on, close, vertebrae by vertebrae, back down onto the mat. And again, tilt the pelvis, take it up to the top, open and close, and then roll it all the way down. One more time, tilting the pelvis, taking it up to the top, open the thighs, rolling out, and then in, and then come back down. Okay. All right, guys, down into neutral. I'd like you to roll over onto the other side. So I need to come up and come over to my other side, yeah? So you can roll over just to make sure that you can see me. Okay, so I'm going to come down and lie on my bicep, yeah? And I'm going to take my top leg away from my bottom. All right, so I'm in my position ready to start on my side lying. Yeah, so it's like a clam, but legs are bent. I'm really going to hit into the outside of the thigh. So we don't need to do that many. Okay, guys. Inhale, exhale to prepare. So go up and then lower. Yeah, and again, so always keeping that resistance on the band. Okay, so lift up, breathe out, and then breathe in. Okay, again, hips stacked on top of one another, and also keeping that 12th rib away from the mat. Yeah, so you're not pushing down into the mat heavy. You're away, you're light and lower. Yeah, okay, and again, give me 3 more. 1. So we know we can go a little bit further. So what we're going to do for the last 3 repetitions, we're going to lift the arm up, and then we're going to lift up the leg and lower. Yeah, and again, a little bit higher. Push, lower. One more time. Push up to the top and lower. Bring that all the way down. Give yourself a little bit of a rub there. Well done. Okay. Bringing your hand forward, push up, catch up, and then up to seated position. Just bring yourself around to the front, okay? Take your legs up nice and long, the band still around the thighs, lift up, and then from here stretch. So you're taking your arms away from your shoulders and your hips. Inhale, exhale, and fold over your hamstrings. So folding over, and then lift up to the top. And again, inhale, exhale, folding it over. Inhale, exhale, and then push to the top. Excellent. Take the arms around into a little circle, okay? Taking your right arm away, take that across the body and press in. And then take it around the body, take the other hand, catch it behind the back, and then bring the arm around. Release, and then the other side. So I don't know what you've got planned this afternoon, guys. So got a busy one again today in the garden. I know I've heard from a lot of you today some emails and saying that we're all doing garden stuff. We've been so lucky with the weather. So yeah, out in the garden and then doing a bank of quick and fit workouts. Okay. And release. Okay guys, that's it for today. Enjoy your afternoon, and I shall see you later on because I'm doing a rehabilitation exercise, some exercises and strength work and stretching for the hamstrings, yeah, the big muscle at the back of the thighs. So that's what I'll be on later. So catch up with you later and have a lovely afternoon. Bye.